What? Are we in here? You go, okay, we in here then. Let's go ahead and get to it. If it was a fifth, the motherfucking podcast, DTF in the bill represent.
Hollywood, holla.
You know what I'm saying? It's one of them weekends, one of them holiday weekends. If you can't tell, we shoulder to shoulder. We don't always get this, you know what I'm saying? We be having that line split. We ain't got that today. You know, what is it? Is it Labor Day?
It's a Labor Day weekend.
Holiday weekend?
Yep.
Labor Day?
Labor Day.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And let's go ahead and get this PSA out there. Responsibly. Huh? What? You see me with a water, cuz. We just try, you know what I'm saying, break it up a little bit.
Gotta alternate.
Let it on camera make it official. Okay. Because otherwise, true DTF fact, you know what I'm saying? I'm right here with it. You know, I'm definitely triple kit. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know why, man. It just be that way sometime, man. Your boy got nuns. I don't know.
I probably should have left it low. My fat look.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get to it, though. Talk real quick. At the first, let's go. I'm just gonna jump on into it. I'm gonna need a little bit, you know what I'm saying, shaping and sharpening up on everyone. But before this nature versus nurture, nature versus nurture, right?
Okay, nature versus nurture. All right, let's go.
So you know that's the classic argument, and I'm gonna use you a little bit just to, you know what I'm saying, shape and define a little bit. But for me, on an extra regular side of the game, it's like nature. That's like what you were born, you know what I'm saying, the DNA, all that stuff, you know, that take you one way. Versus nurture, how you was raised, you know what I'm saying? Who put that grooming on you, you know what I'm saying, the situationals and stuff. But not just a straight nature versus nurture. My question is some people, and I don't, you know what I'm saying, you already offended some people. You talking about some people, you know what I'm saying, you people, those people, them people. You know what I'm saying? But folks be heavy on the astrology side of the game. I ain't even on that for real. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then, so obviously I'm on the whole side of, this is where I'm from. This is where I come from. These are my people type. So I'm on the nurture side of the game. But like, if you lean heavy on the nature side, do that mean like you ignore the nurture side? If you on the nurture side, are you ignoring, the nature side? And for me, I'm just gonna put it right on. I straight up ignore that nature side. I really don't lean into it at all. Like, I'm not trying to find out anything about my DNA, my ancestry. I'm not talking about no stars aligning. I'm not doing any of that. But that is really a big deal to a lot of folks.
Yeah, it definitely is.
And for them folks, you know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing but let them have it. You like it, I love it type. You know what I'm saying? That side of the game.
But I think for those people who
crisp with it,
go into the nature part of it, there are, like, just thinking about how you started with astrology, there are some characteristics that are going to be there regardless of where your nurture comes from.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that.
So, I think we can lean towards things however we want to, that, because I definitely agree that nurture shapes those qualities that we have.
Right. Keep going for this. I'm dead, folks. No, go ahead.
That's cool. So it's nature versus nurture. But like I think about, for example, I'm a Leo. All right. I am a Leo. I am a true Leo.
Right,
However,
and that's not your fault, because you could have been a whole Cancer. And I say I don't ever even be on that stuff, but you know what I'm saying, you could have been. Okay.
I mean, if my, that's not how my parents planned it.
Whoa, wait a minute. You will not.
However,
act like they planned this shit.
Woo.
Who does that?
Man, but, people will be like, oh, you don't act like a typical Leo. Oh, you don't act like a typical Leo. And my sister will jump in and be like, nope, because she was raised by Cancerians. All that Leo type stuff wasn't going. What? But I do have a lot of Leo qualities that are still there regardless of how I was raised. There are just some things that are innate There are some qualities about me that are innate, and then there are some things about me that are not Leoisms.
Right.
I mean, it is what it is.
You still got them Leo ad-libs, them
I mean,
ad-libs.
look at my man. Check out, so, yeah.
I mean, I really don't have anything to say on, but like, you said something. Here's my thing. Like, every time I get into a conversation and somebody try and really delve into the nature side of the game, and I'm really speaking on their astrology,
Okay.
they talking about, yo, this is how such and such is are. Yo, I know some people I know a bunch of people like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even tell you the characteristics of a Cancer. But can you, I feel like if you name characteristics of a Leo, I'll be on that too. If you name characteristics of a Sagittarius, I was about to say Sagittarius, or I can't go too deep in. I can name about 4 of them. I'll be on that too, and then I'll be like, I got a buddy who he on that, and he ain't nowhere near, you know what I'm saying, that time of day, time of life, you know what I'm saying? I definitely did not put my disturbance on. I don't know what could go down on this situation.
So I'm gonna look up some Cancer.
We're doing a live podcast, you know what I'm saying?
Look up some Cancer characteristics, and I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, I can't even do this. Okay.
So if I just think of what I say about Cancerians, I mean, y'all got them claws, right? Y'all can be snappy.
I did just do a whole video on the workout side of the game, like, yo, I'm working on my one hand, push-ups, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to be able, sometimes you just want to be able to snatch them up.
And y'all will snap, and then talk, say everything, get it all off your chest, and then turn around, and as soon as somebody say something, your feelings hurt, you clutching your pearls. Y'all sensitive. But I will say this, you are different, because in that aspect, because you don't really come for folks like a lot of Cancerians that I know. You always just genuinely real chill, real nice, real cool, laid back. But for the majority,
hey, to just be read like this in real time, you know what I'm saying, and none of this is scripted. Okay. Okay.
But this is what they say. Typical Sun and Cancer trait includes being nurturing, sensitive, compassionate, self-protective, security-seeking, and offering loving and displaying a goofy.
Can we stop right there? Because we don't already hit a lot. I need you to rewind a little bit to like nurturing, comparing, compassionate.
Nurturing, sensitive, compassionate, self-protective, security-seeking.
But then sometimes I got no heart. I be ice cold.
Yeah, this talked about a lot of the positives. They didn't talk about.
Oh, and then so this is where I be going with, like, are we talking about human beings or are we talking about cancers? Like, okay, but keep going. What else?
So right, okay, because anybody can have those, but when you look at Cancerians, those are the typical traits. If you put a bunch of Cancerians together, you'll find that y'all have those same traits, and that's how it comes in. And a lot of that, of course, if you go real deep, I can't go real deep, depends on the time of day that you were born, what moon you were born under, what sun, so I can't go that deep. But as a person,
I never really got into Erykah Badu, but you know what I'm saying, I fucks with her a little bit, you know what I'm saying? It's given Badu. It's given Badu.
I'm just saying, as a person who grew up around a whole bunch of Cancerians.
Yeah. She said a whole bunch. There's like 3.
Okay, then your son came.
You didn't grow up around him.
But still, I've been around him. I've been around him. And then I got friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
That's cool.
Okay, nature versus nurture.
That's
but no matter, I still firmly believe that you can have these innate characteristics that are shaped by nurture. Definitely. That can have an impact.
You said innate.
Did I use that word incorrectly?
Nah.
Okay.
I don't know what that means right now. But that's fine. I'm going to look it up. I wasn't going to look it up now. It seems like you looking it up now. I was gonna look it up later. I'm just trying to be great. You know what I'm saying? I got so much growth to go in my life. I would never lie about that. I can spell it though. N and then Nate.
Inborn natural.
Okay. Oof.
Right.
All right, so look, we just hit that off nature versus nurture. We try. Okay, so we just working right here. That was nature versus nurture. Hey, I just wanted to speak on something that hit me in the heart a little bit ago, but I ain't got too much to say about it. Hey, so let's get to some of the foolery, the tomfoolery, if you will, chicanery, bullshit that been going on in the world the last week. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, let's go to the coach. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even paying attention enough to. Was that high school or was that elementary?
I feel like it was high school.
You feel like it was high school a little bit. So high school football coach, you know what I'm saying, trying to motivate, pump up his kid. It's football. So you always extra tough on the football. Now normally with the football, you go with the grab of the face mask.
Okay.
You yank and shake the face mask on the kid. You slap him on the helmet a couple times.
I don't like any of that.
Triggered. Okay, so that's normally what will go down with the coach and the kid. Blase skip who out the bam. I'm gonna try. Man, it's not really a point of mine to get that in, but you know what I'm saying. We just gotta keep it fluid with that. The Blase skip, the woo wop, and the bam.
I mean, that's Chicago shit.
Let's roll it off. But so he had already had the kid lined up, and he been in motion, Blase side, giving him the rule, and then quick to the sternum.
And then it was quick.
The kid.
It was super wasn't quick. Even ready. It wasn't even like
it was.
I'm just saying it wasn't even like he squared up like, okay, get ready. It was just
because if it's a square up, then it's different.
It definitely is different. I'm just saying the kid wasn't able to be mentally prepared. He was totally caught off guard. That's
totally an asshole move. But at the same time, it ain't like he wound up either.
No, but
it was just one of those tough love type things. Like if this is the 50s or the 60s,
but don't love me. Don't love me. Okay. So I'm gonna say this as a person who works with athletes, high school athletes.
Facts, big facts. Flaws.
I don't like it. As a person who was kind of sort of an athlete in high school, I did play some high school sports. I don't respond with, don't yell at me. If you want me to get a point, you want me to understand something, talk to me. Don't yell at me.
Hallmark card.
I'm just saying, just say, Hood, I need you to do A, B, C, or D. You might can elevate just a little bit, but don't holler at me. You holler at me, I'm going to shut down. So if I'm going to shut down because you hollered, I dang sure don't want you putting your hands on me. That ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. And I hate when coaches be hollering, especially when coaches, if I'm ever roughing your game and your team is not the best, there's no need to be hollering. You knew they was trash when they came on the court. What you hollering for? Why you irritating me? Why you annoying me? Just let the kids play. Just let them do the best they can do. Ain't no need to holler. Go ahead.
I ain't tripping on shit. You just said, not just yet. I just want to let everybody know my new favorite thing is you can yell or you can curse, but there's no need to yell and curse, right? That shit is hilarious to me.
Good point.
But so here's like my perspective growing up, right? I can remember being like, I'm one of the youngest on the block. So I'm saying these dudes is probably 5-6 years older than me, right? Gave me the birthday licks, the straight beat down for the birthday, right? And then after that, I was the dude, as a young boy, because I didn't cry. But they gave me all the hands. They gave me so many hands. Hamburger helper hands, hands across America, all state good hands. I got all the hands, right? And just growing up as a little dude, you know what I'm saying, being raised by some of these, we can call them psychopaths. That's cool, because I know I got a little twist now, you know what I'm saying? Mind your business. That's all, just mind your business. So, like, it's, you know, that whole pain thing, we were really brought up on that. Like, yo, this is serious pain. That's in your mind. That's in your mind. Your body's fine. That's in your mind. Like, in real talk, like, you got pushed through that threshold. And there's a lot of dudes like me who would take the position of, yo, man, you don't put your hands on my kid like that, on my child. You know what I'm saying? My son is 72 years old right now. So, like, even if it was my nephew or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, don't do that. And now that you did that, then we need to square up.
We got an issue, because this ain't back in the day where the teachers used to spank the kids and your mamas, the neighbors used to whip you, you know, and then you gonna go home and get another whipping, da 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 da. I don't have any problem with that. I still to this day don't have no problem with it. Snatch a kid, snatch them up. You see them, and then holler at me, call me. But you ain't just gonna punch somebody in their stomach. You ain't gonna just give them a gut punch. What they do that at?
But at the same time, I kind of support the message.
I ain't here for it.
And it's like really after that, because I've been punched in the stomach before. And man, I've done so many sit-ups in my lifetime, you know what I'm saying, since then. Like I probably even never mentioned to you, I mentioned it to my mom once, and she laughed at me. Like, a big dude punched me in the stomach, all the air. I can't breathe for a good 2 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I still know who this dude is, and like, I ain't really mad and upset, but I ain't forgot. Mm-hmm. I ain't forgot, you know what I'm saying? I've been a little dude doing too much around big dudes, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, he hit me with the chill, sit down. He had probably told me to chill, sit down once or twice, you know what I'm saying? And then he had to hit me with the chill, sit down. And it's like, you know, that's that, yeah, you're right. That's that toxic man stuff.
Exactly. Like, you gotta be tough. You gotta be, and this the same person who want to talk about it, what, a couple of weeks ago, how hard men have it. It's hard on the black men. We gotta stop. We gotta stop that. That ain't cool, G. I don't want my baby growing up thinking. So, prime example.
I'm gonna pass a Kleenex to a motherfucker that always be bringing up old shit.
Church finger.
I know how to do it, you know what I'm saying?
Church finger. Because I'm going to tell you this. I'm one of them people. So I have a young nephew. And, you know, that's my baby. And when he sees me, he wants to be around his TT. So, you know, the guys would be like, oh, you always up under your TT. And, you know, hitting on him a little bit, make him tougher. He say, stop. Hey, don't do that. Stop. So, you know, that's what older people do. And, you know, they keep doing it. You know, you think because you're a kid, you can get away with it. Hit them back. Hit them back.
Talk about my daddy one more time.
I ain't talking about your daddy. Okay. But, and then after he get his couple of licks, and I'll be like, don't you touch him. And then I'll be like, now fall back. Because this gonna go ugly. This gonna go left in like 2.2 seconds. But my thing is, one, just because they're an adult does not make it right. Two, just because you're a child does not mean you can. An adult gets to do whatever they want to you.
Ooh.
So
before that goes too far,
I nip that in the bud. Don't do that. Man. Don't do it, because we just culturally have kept so much stuff in the closet. You know, just other things and. Nah, it ain't cool.
This is why I got all three, because sometimes shit get real out here.
It ain't cool.
Sometimes shit get real out here. Right. Let go.
That's how I said what I said.
Let's get to some more superficial issues. You know
all
what I'm saying?
Let's go. What we switching to? What we moving to?
Hey, I don't know if it was really the outfit, even though Shorty was voluptuous. To say the best that I could probably say it, you know, Maybe she was caked up and caked out.
I mean,
Maybe she was PTTOing.
oh,
Poking
okay.
that thing out.
Okay.
And that shout out to, oh man, that's the West Coast, yeah, that's the West Coast game, man. Them folks out big
She
job.
was a brick house.
Goddamn, you know what I'm saying? But fellas who have a lady who have a fella.
Okay.
If your fella got his fellas over, if you got your fellas over, hey, your girl need to vacate the premises. And not totally vacate, the whole get out the house, everything. But like, and I'm gonna put my little slime on it, you know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, I don't, shucks, I ain't never.
Now we gotta hear about how he ain't never been in a relationship. Oh.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, I ain't really got this situation too often. But at the same time, I ain't never been with a lady who dressed like any type of crazy as well. Like, I've had some homegirls dressing like, yo, you doing that thing right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty basic. So, anybody I'm with basically is pretty basic. I'm going to just say that and let that slide. But if your girl is doing too much, do she need to, like, straighten it out? Is it okay? Is it like, yo, okay, baby, speak, be respectful to everybody, and get up on out of here? Or if she really trying to chill, it's like, yo, put on something a little bit more bland, you know what I'm saying? Because my whole thing is dudes be dudes. And I ain't gonna speak on the ladies being ladies, but I know damn near, I'm gonna go ahead and say it 100%. Ain't nothing 100%, but I'm gonna say 100% of the time, dudes be dudes. And so, like, yo, you don't go into the Lions Den.
All right, so dudes be dudes. So we gonna take this all the way back. So again, women cannot express themselves. Women can't be women. We gotta make sure y'all, cause y'all can't control yourselves. We have to adjust. The fuck, like, I think that's just an issue for me, and that's been since day one. You go into different cultures, women have to be clothed from head to toe because we don't want these men to have these lustful things, whatever. Learn to control yourselves. That's one. Two, now, when they met.
That's what we tell y'all.
Okay. When they met, she was dressing this way. And when she been dressing this way, he ain't had no issue with it. And if that's an issue for you, why are you dating somebody that dresses this way? Third of all, like if we're talking about the person that was in the video, she had on some biking shorts and a crop top.
She got heavy.
Okay, and she was thicker than a Snicker. Okay.
Frozen peanut butter?
So did
Cold
she know
peanut.
did she know your friends was coming over? And in this culture, young folks, I'm just going to say young folks, but it ain't necessarily just young folks. But first of all, we're in a culture of leggings, tanks, tees, whatever. That is standard uniform for a lot of people.
I do not wear leggings.
Women. Okay. So if they thicker than a Snicker, what is it that they going to put on that's going to make it better? Because if they put on some jeans, you still gonna see that they thicker than the Snicker.
The other room.
Okay. So now your lady friend can't be around your friends. So
what's the purpose?
What you mean? We all engaged? We all sitting around chit chatting. Now I will say this: if significant other it's just his boys over there and that's just what it is, I'm in the room, hey, what's up, how y'all doing, y'all good?
Because that was the scenario. It was
y'all good.
It was not a whole party going on.
And I'm gonna hit it because what I want to be up in there for, and I'm gonna give you your space, your time. However, if we all cool, like, because say that y'all have a bunch of mutual friends and it's like, hey, what's going on? What's been on? We sit around. Now, you still don't need to be in there the whole time, but you can't sit there and chit chat, catch up. What's up? Like, if let's say y'all all went to college together and y'all met in college, y'all ran in the same circle, so you can't sit there and shoot the breeze with your boys too because get the man. All right.
I ain't even got too much to say as far as volume of words. But the thing is, everybody know the balance. You can feel the balance. And when things is out of balance, like, yo, you correct it or not. You know what I'm saying? Live your life. Live your whole life. You know what I'm saying? But I always talk about free speech. Like, yeah, you get to say whatever you want to say. I get to respond however I wish to respond. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, knuckle up, knuckle you buck, all that type of stuff. If you are willing to do something that makes me feel some type of way, uncomfortable, let's just call it uncomfortable, just so you can stand on principle, that's fine. But now I'm uncomfortable. So you just really got to stand on that principle. And if you really stand on that principle, then you cool. Then if I'm standing on my principle, then I'm cool. And shit might not be cool. And that's all it is. We try and be cool or whatever. We try, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not always about the win or the loss. Or to say it differently, I'm about the win-win. You know, I'm about harmony, peace, all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, ain't nothing wrong with giving. Ain't nothing wrong with giving.
There isn't anything wrong with giving. However, I think my issue more so is that the expectation is that women need to, y'all, dress this way, dress that way, because men are not going to control themselves. We have to adjust because y'all don't feel like y'all should have to control yourself, and that's just a male-dominated world that we live in.
Stay there. Because look, I didn't know I was going here, but this is a real thing. This is the realest, right? So, if I'm feeling that type of way about the company, I'm saying like, yo, these dudes ain't the dudes. You do that around.
That's what I was just, okay.
Yeah. And so if you don't vibe off of that, then like, yo, you need to vibe off of that. So that's the whole thing with that. And we are abruptly coming to an end with this episode. You know what I'm saying? We were sitting here doing what we're doing, but now we gotta do something else.
This podcast.
Like I said, it's real life out here in these streets.
Okay.
I'm up here, triple, quadruple, cupped up, you know what I'm saying? Still being responsible with the water and everything. DTF, drunk tank the firm, you feel me?
Holla, 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 holla. Hollywood in the house.
Go ahead and get up on out of here. Hit that button for me, cuz.